Hello everyone, welcome to my Royal Family official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. While attending many events today, Prince William provided an update on his wife, the Princess of Wales, who is still undergoing cancer treatment. William travelled to the northeast of England to meet with the finalists for his Earthshot Prize in Seaham, County Durham, and to Newcastle to formally open James Place. It was there that he learned of the vital support that the charity's new centre will offer to men in the area who are experiencing suicidal thoughts. The future king encountered a number of royal admirers who had been waiting outside to meet him. They were holding flowers and were dressed in Union Jack flags. He was in Newcastle to visit a charity that prevents suicide. The 60-year-old Julie Kane was one of them, and she inquired of the heir apparent, "Do you mind if I ask how your wife and children are?" William answered, "Everything is going great, thanks. Yes, everything are going nicely." Additionally, he met a mischievous little boy named Kevin who pretended to be the prince's birthday to gain his attention. When HRH leaned down, shook his hand, and inquired about whether he had any cake, the 3-year-old was ecstatic. Staff at Little Lotus Nursery later acknowledged that the child had made up a white lie because he was too excited to talk to the Prince of Wales and that it wasn't actually Kevin's birthday. 6-year-old Sadie Stewart gave the king's son a card wishing him a happy 13th wedding anniversary. Along with her 13-year-old brother Miles and 48-year-old mother Carole, the teenager remarked, "It was really, really nice to talk to him. He is quite kind. I'm thrilled that he will later show his kids the card. I will inform all the students in the school." William witnessed the official opening of the charity's building and learned about the vital job that the organization does, as well as the significance of the new centre, considering that the area has the highest rates of male suicide in England. The charity was started in 2008 by Claire Milford Haven and Nick Wentworth Stanley after their son James passed away. This is the third centre that the organisation has opened. The student from Newcastle University committed suicide at the age of 21 after failing to get the immediate assistance he required to deal with his suicide ideas. William listened carefully as Gateshead resident Dean Stewart, 31, described to him his struggles with suicidal thoughts following his battle with a gambling addiction. Following the visit, Mr. Stewart claimed he was now studying to become a therapist because James Place had benefited him so much in just 4 months. He claimed that by raising awareness of the clinic, which accepts self-referrals, the prince's visit will 1,000,000% contribute to the saving of other men's lives. The prince went to low-carbon materials in Seaham earlier in the day to find out more about their carbon-negative building material. At the business, William learned how to create and test carbon-negative concrete samples for the construction industry using a substance called Osto. He donned a white lab coat and safety goggles. Meeting with representatives of National Highways, a partner of low-carbon materials, he also had conversations with board members and investors of the company. William questioned, "How do we get the product bigger?" at the discussion. He also quipped that the business ought to declare, "There won't be any more potholes," and added, "Potholes are the bane of everyone's life." How do we get more people to see it and understand that this technology is actually moving toward creating net zero roads and, in principle, the entire cycle of net zero homes? Asked the future king. There are so many things we might be doing in this situation. These folks seem to be onto something, in my opinion. William spoke with Andrea Newton of Houghton-le-Spring, who had brought her 6-month-old grandson Luca to see the prince before she got into her car at the end of the visit. "I hope he sleeps okay later," he said to her before posing for a picture with the two. Following his wife, the Princess of Wales' revelation last month about her cancer diagnosis and chemotherapy treatment, William has been gradually returning to his royal duties after the Easter holiday. William and Kate celebrated their 13th wedding anniversary by sharing a beautiful wedding photo from their private scrapbook, which was never publicly seen until today. The achievement occurred when Kate was still undergoing chemotherapy after being diagnosed with cancer earlier this year. She begged for time, space, and privacy while she continued her treatment when she revealed her startling news last month. However, shocking admirers, the pair celebrated their anniversary today by sharing a never-before-seen black and white picture from their 2011 wedding day on their official social media profiles. Following their wedding, it depicts the happy couple visiting Buckingham Palace, with Kate wearing her Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen wedding dress and veil, and William standing with his hand around his wife's waist. Millie Pilkington, their personal photographer for the day, was recruited to capture more unscripted photos of the couple during their wedding. She took this picture. 13 years today, was the caption that was shared with the picture. In an emotional statement to the country last month sharing her health news, Kate, who dated William for 8 years prior to getting married, praised her husband for his support, stating that it had been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family. She continued, "Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance." Kate said that she and William have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family, adding that her diagnosis had come as a tremendous shock. Today, King Charles boldly shared with cancer patients his own diagnosis and his feelings for them. When Charles and Queen Camilla visited the University College Hospital Macmillan Cancer Centre in London today to hear about the newest treatments and speak with the medical professionals offering the cutting-edge care, Charles spoke up about what it was like to be told he had the condition. In addition, he responded to inquiries about his health by declaring, "I'm well," at his first public appearance since learning he had cancer early in February. He also highlighted how shocked he was to learn of the diagnosis earlier in the year. The head of state made spontaneous walkabouts to greet employees at the centre who had come to see the newlyweds. "It's always a bit of a shock, isn't it, when they tell you," he said, holding the hand of 63-year-old Leslie Woodbridge, expressing his sympathy to a cancer patient receiving chemotherapy alongside many others in a day unit. "I have to have my treatment this afternoon as well," Charles continued. Since early February, the president has been undergoing treatment for an unidentified type of cancer. On Friday, it was declared that he would resume his public duties. After receiving cancer treatment as an outpatient for over 3 months, the development showed Charles encouraging progress. During the visit, a patient asked him about his health, to which he answered, "I'm all right, thank you very much, not too bad." While visiting patients in the chemotherapy day unit, Asha Millen, 60, who is undergoing chemotherapy for bone marrow cancer, struck into a conversation with the king. "I said, 'How are you?' And he said, 'I'm well,'" the woman stated, inquiring about Charles's personal health. Later, when Charles questioned a male patient about using a cold cap, a device used to stop hair loss after chemotherapy, the king was overheard to remark that it can help. The king and queen inquired about side effects from the patients they spoke with, specifically fatigue and loss of taste and appetite. After a brief separation from her spouse, Camilla proceeded to the side cubicles where she had conversations with individuals regarding their medical care. "It feels so peaceful here," she remarked to Judy Parkinson. "Everybody in the same boat, everyone can identify." "I wish you the very best of luck. It's a huge pleasure to meet you," the Queen remarked, patting the 69-year-old's arm as she walked away. Mrs. Parkinson chuckled as she heard about the exchange between two queens having a chat and remarked, "I like it when people speak to you eye to eye. My mother did as well as trained me to do it." The questions posed were sincere. Earlier, Charles appeared moved when he arrived at the centre and began his much-anticipated return to public responsibilities. It has been disclosed that, in addition to his more than 2 decades-long support of Macmillan Cancer Support, he is now also a patron of Cancer Research UK, an organisation dedicated to saving lives through research, influence and information. During today's tour, the pair learned about cutting-edge cancer research and the significance of early cancer diagnosis. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.